Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it's an exciting time again. I can't lie to you, I'm enjoying making content again, just because it's all the transfer time and all the news and all the speculation, and it's great to be able to create content around it. Obviously, in the back of my mind, we've got the playoff final coming soon, and I'm scared and I'm nervous and all that sort of all that sort of jazz. This is a bit of respite from it. Please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. Watch the counterpoint. Watch me and Ryan Dilks previewing the final that went out about 7 p.m. last night. Make sure you check out that. Loads for you to get your teeth into. And do you know what? We've got loads to get our teeth into on this very video as well. We're going to be talking about the latest transfer links, and there is quite a few rumours. There's quite a bit of news, not least the fact that Josh Sargent, who we spoke about yesterday, is gathering pace. Okay, Chris Sutton, who's a Norwich legend, speaks about them a lot. He said he's worried, you know, he's been quite glowing towards Sargent's trajectory since he came in the Premier League. Daniel Farke was and is a massive fan of him. Chris Sutton mentioned around about 8 million. Trust me, if you can bring Sargent to Leeds United, to Ellen Road for 8 million, make it happen. You know, it sounds... I'm just warming to the idea, folks. A player that we won't be getting, okay, that we were linked with last summer is Matt O'Reilly. Matt O'Reilly at Celtic, he has had £50 million slapped on him as a price tag. I know, right? How much? So if Leeds United were to get promoted, if we get promoted, we would have to smash our record transfer fee in order to sign the reported target, Matt O'Reilly. I think it was more of an option maybe last summer. He wouldn't have cost nowhere near as that. We didn't get that done. Celtic probably wouldn't have sold, but Alan Nixon's come out and said £50 million price tag on their talisman. Let's not forget he's got an incredible 18 goals and 13 assists this season as Celtic won the Scottish Premiership. So not only would Leeds have to break their transfer fee, they would also have to compete with established Premier League clubs. He's got plenty of interest from across the border. So to be honest, it's going to be a tough deal for Leeds United to get done. Premier League trio Brighton, Everton and West Ham United have been linked with an interest. They've been scouting him in recent weeks. That's according to Scottish press. And to be honest, the former, being Brighton, are further along in their assessments, and we know Brighton will look for a cut price deal. They'll probably see Matt O'Reilly, £50 million is a lot of money, but for them, they'll probably think we can flip that. That's what we do. This is your man, innit? Tony Bloom, top poker player. Bring them in, flip them. Let's go. You know, so Leeds United, even if we do get promoted, I don't think are in with a shout. You know, they sold 25 million Kieran Tierney to Arsenal. They're looking to smash that record and are looking for £50 million. So Leeds United, Matt O'Reilly, it's a non-starter for me. Staying in midfield though, Brendan Aaronson is on his way back to England. He's on his way back to Yorkshire. Do I think he will stick around? No. I think a lot of people see reports that say they're coming back. Doesn't mean that the club won't find them new deals. Just means Brendan Aaronson's had a really, really poor season. His time at Union Berlin has come to an end. He helped them avoid relegation on the final day, but even Union Berlin on their website said, Brendan Aaronson joined us on loan from Premier League side Leeds United in the transfer window, winning the hearts of Union fans with his dashing style of play. I call BS. His speed, and not to forget his decisive goal against TSG 1899 Hoffenheim. After 38 appearances though, just 2 goals and 2 assists. Massive numbers for a player playing in his position, of course. His time in Berlin has come to an end and he is returning to England. I don't know where Brendan Aaronson's career goes. If we get Premier League, he ain't got a sniff. If we get Championship, he thinks he's better than that. Or maybe his people do. I think a return to MLS could be on the cards for Aaronson. I'm not even joking. But look, more will be revealed on these players over the next few weeks, because let's not forget we've got Jack Harrison, Llorente, Rasmus, Max Vober, Mark Rocker, many, many more to come. But Brendan Aaronson confirmed from the Union Berlin site he will return back to England. Hopefully not for long. Let's find him a new place to go. He is one of the deserters. Staying at Leeds United now, Summerville. If we don't go up, Somerville's leaving. There is a big chance for me now. The more and more I see reported clubs being interested in him, even if we get promoted, that Summerville might leave. Let's not forget we only paid 1.5 million for him, so what that would do from an FFP perspective is insane. But I'm not an accountant, I'm a football fan. I want us to keep our best players. But Fabrizio Romano has been speaking about Crescencio Summerville. Sensational this season. 20 goals, provided 9 assists in the Championship. Championship Player of the Year, standout player for Daniel Farke's side. But Romano wrote and has said on several podcasts, staying with Chelsea, so he was talking about Chelsea at the time, they're one of the names being linked with Leeds United's talented young winger, Crysencio Summerville. The race is open, but nothing close or imminent right now. There are really many clubs tracking him. I already reported about Liverpool last month, and for sure, Somerville is expected to get a top club chance in the summer. But again, nothing is close now. So that tells me, regardless of what division we're in, a top club is coming in for him, i.e. top 6. We've got Chelsea, we've got Liverpool, clearly massive fans of him. So, of course, we want to keep our best player. Even if we do reach the Premier League, I think it could be difficult for us to do, because there is a financial aspect to this. There is also Somerville, when being approached by clubs like Chelsea and Liverpool, may want to make that move. They will have to come up with a huge offer, and if they offer 45, 50 million, what are you saying? I don't want him to leave, but I just think sometimes you can't turn down certain fees, especially after a championship season. Do I think he can do it in the Premier League? Yeah, but I would argue if Leeds went up and he didn't have as profitable season in the Premier League, then you're looking at much less if indeed he did want to move on, even if he was our star turn. So this could be the opportune moment to sell Somerville. I don't want to, obviously. No one does, but I'm quite surprised. Or maybe I've become a lot more nervous over the past few reports, especially when people as reputable as Fabrizio Romano are talking. The top clubs are going to come for this guy regardless. Now, I thought Championship people, Liverpool fans, said on my last video, not a chance you get 40 million in the Championship, 20 million. But if Chelsea and Liverpool are both coming from, we know Arne Slot's a big fan. We know Chelsea just like to farm up youngsters. And Somerville is that. And his trajectory is insane. And he's already shown us in the Premier League he could do it. He's gone down to the Championship. Best player in the league. I'd say by a country mile, but by a fair distance for me. So they've probably looked at that saying, right, he can do it in the Prem, do it in the Champ. Let's get on this kid now before he just, goes crazy and Leeds United want loads. Because if we keep him in the Prem a couple of seasons and we do well and he does well, then you're asking for massive money, aren't you? But it is going to be interesting what happens with Somerville. I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Brendan Aaronson, do you give him a second chance? Matt O'Reilly, 50 million? Never happening, is it? Somerville, will he go regardless of what division we're in? And are you on board with Josh Sargent? Because I know I am. The more it gathers pace, the more I'm on board with it. And it just makes sense. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in. Hit the notification bell. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds. Don't believe in any work, I believe I'm self-made, yeah.